cleaning the solar panels now because it's been raining a lot. So they should be wet. And I can just use a scraper and scrape down. That's them there. They're not wet. Good old Aji, she's going to get some water. Meantime, we can admire the view from up here. Isn't it quite incredible? I try not to come up to the terrace when there's nobody else around, because if I fall or something happens, impossible to get help because I'm up on a hill that's so remote. So yes, there's a bit of a sensible shoba in there. So we need to do that, well, ideally 3-4 times a year, I'm guessing. I actually have no idea. But the thing is, if it's not cleaned regularly enough, then a layer of gunk develops on top of the solar panels, which means its ability to harvest the energy from the sun reduces. So it's got to be something that we keep on top of, really. And we are pretty much entirely run by solar. So the house doesn't use power from the grid at all, except maybe a couple of times a year when, well, whatever circumstances necessitate. But otherwise, it's all renewable. We do have grid connection, but right now that's disconnected, so we don't use anything from the state electricity board. I was a little nervous about this monsoon, I have to say, because last monsoon was a real nightmare. Chris was in the UK, I was alone here, and with the wind howling and the rain coming down in torrents and just darkness right through the day, because the sun doesn't break through at all for many days during the monsoon. It was really difficult for me because the power kept tripping. The solar, there was something malfunctioning about it. And to be in the dark in that season, when there's a risk that, snakes, scorpions, things which bite, try and get into the house through, they find the tiniest little openings in, under doors and things. So the dark makes it a lot more scary. And being up here alone, difficulty of getting down to help, difficulty of help getting up to me. That was all a little nerve-wracking. But this year, it's been great. The solar's behaved fabulously. Not a single power trip. And so it's actually felt like a holiday. Just sitting here, doing my yoga, getting on with some work I have, cooking a little, watching Netflix. Yes, we have broadband up on this hill. And just watching the monsoon sweep over that amazing vista.